want to get to the last thing. I want to just talk about real quick the standings for the NBA right now, because it's a lot of shakiness going on in the NBA. Like, it's a lot of teams that are positioning themselves, a lot of 12-loss teams, a lot of teams that are over 500 in the Western Conference right now. It's very competitive right now. I wish more people would be talking about this, but unfortunately, with just the issue regarding the play on the court, there's not a whole bunch of emphasis, but we'll talk about it right now. So, yeah, the NBA, like the standings, the Warriors.
I told y'all about them Grizzlies.
I mean,
that's they a different team with y'all on that court.
I'm still not afraid of them. I think the West is very competitive this year. I don't think there's a juggernaut team. I don't think there's any juggernaut teams. I think everybody can be had.
I agree with that, because I really like OKC, but I feel like what they lack, what bit them in the behind last year in the playoffs, they don't have the physicality.
Yeah, they are very finesse.
Yeah, they're the super finesse, and they don't really have the physicality. That's why Luka was able to bully whoever was guarding them. Well, actually, no, Luka did a pretty good job.
It was Kyrie. Yeah, it was them role players.
Kyrie,
too.
PJ, yeah. Derek Jones, Lively.
Yeah, it was those guys. They weren't able to get a board. Yeah. They were getting bullied in the paint.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I think the Thunder could have. The Grizzlies, I gotta watch more of their games. They're 19-9, which is surprising. They're second in the conference, but yeah, I gotta see number 3, the Rockets, Jalen Green. That's all I'm gonna say. Jalen Green will be the reason this team does not go far in the playoffs. They legit might be a first round out. They match up against someone like the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers, respectfully, because Jalen Green. He's not good. I'm sorry, he's not good.
Yeah, he's very mid.
People need to open their eyes. There's numbers, there's film. Just please, Jalen Green is not good. He's not the guy.
He's J.R. Smith.
Pretty much. J.R. Smith with a bigger green light. That's horrible. He has no chemistry with players on the court. Literally, all of the net ratings with him on versus off, when he's off, they're better.
He's like Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith.
Like, they're winning in spite of Jalen Green.
Yeah.
But then he'll have games where he's putting up like 30 on super efficient numbers. Like, well, he can be something. But this is like year 4.
Year 4. Mm-hmm.
When will we have seen enough? Like, I'm sure they might have to salary dump him. I'm not gonna lie, because right now he's holding the Rockets back for what they really could be. The offense needs to run through Sengun with Amin Thompson running the offense. And Jabari Smith is one of the unsung heroes of that team.
Underrated, very underrated.
Because he does. I think he's averaging 13 points or something like that. But what he does goes beyond the stat sheet.
Does the dirty work.
Exactly. Mavericks. I like the Mavericks. I still think the Mavs are my favorites coming out the West. I know they have games where they kind of like, ugh, and Luka can be a little. He sits out games sometimes, but like, I still think like they're more built for the playoffs in my opinion. Clippers,
nah.
James Harden,
Kawhi health.
Nah. I'm surprised they're 16-12 though.
I'm not that surprised, because Ty Lue is a great coach, and they still have some talent like Norman Powell, James Harden. You give him the reins, he's playing great right now. He's gonna make the All-Star team.
The Nuggets, they trying to trade for Zach LaVine, but they're probably gonna have to give up Michael Porter Jr. to do that. That's a lateral move in my opinion. I don't really think Zach LaVine does much of anything for the Nuggets, because he doesn't play defense.
No, he doesn't.
I feel like Michael Porter Jr. is a player Jokic would blend well with more than Zach LaVine, who's more creates his own shot.
Yeah,
where Michael Porter is more like, we're going to roam around, get open. Jokic hit me out the low post. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that doesn't really do much for them. Lakers, y'all just have a talent issue.
We need a trade. We need a trade. That's what it is. We're surviving. Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're surviving.
Y'all have a talent issue. LeBron over there getting re-ups on whatever he got going on. But anywho, Timberwolves. Oh man, why would they
trade Cat? Because of the money. It's because of the money.
Like, why would you blow up a Western Conference Finals team like that?
Because of the money. It's because of the money.
Money, man. What? We trying to win rings.
It's because of the money. They had to make a decision. Either Cat or Gobert. Nobody wants to trade Gobert. Nobody wants to Gobert, so it's like, we got to do something.
That team has no semblance of anything. Like, what do they do well? Even Anthony Edwards said
player.
he said we don't even know what the offense is.
I don't know.
They said I'm gonna shoot and Julius Randle gonna shoot. That is terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
And you got on the podcast over the summer and over the playoffs and said they need an offensive identity. They need to be running set. They need to find ways to get opportunities and create shots, and they haven't been doing it. And look where they at, 14-12. The Suns. Mike Budenholzer, KD. I mean, they cool, I guess.
Yeah.
The Warriors, they on a decline. You was right about them. The Magic was fun. I mean, the Warriors Magic was fun, but now it's like, ugh. And this that dude is terrible.
Brandon Podziemski,
yeah,
whatever.
He's terrible.
They didn't want to trade. They want to put him in a deal for somebody. Who was it? I forgot who.
I know you talk about.
Oh my God, who was that star player that was on the move last year? Oh, I forgot.
They traded him.
It was somebody that was in trade discussions where the Warriors could potentially have gotten that person, but didn't want to put Brandon Podziemski in it.
I know you talking.
I don't know who. I forget dude's name. I forget it. Oh man. Oh damn. I wish Larry Marketing.
Oh yeah.
Larry Marketing. So they didn't want to put him in a deal for Lowry Marketing. I'm like, bro, what? Who?
Steve Kerr, man. Jeez Louise. Other than that, I mean, it's not really much to rave about. I mean,
Sacramento.
Spurs 14-13.
They're actually playing a lot better than projected right now. You know, Wemby, he's playing well. Obviously, I mean, 7'5", dude's one of the most talented prospects we ever seen. So it makes sense.
He just had 40-something the other night.
He's getting better. The addition of Chris Paul has really helped him. Sacramento, they're on the decline right now. They don't play. I knew this. They don't play no defense. The addition of DeMar DeRozan, I was like,
that didn't really
doesn't really
make a
move the needle
sense
because he doesn't play defense and he's getting up there in age. That's not really going to help him too much.
Yeah.
So
who cares about the Jazz? Pelicans are a trash heap. I mean, the good grief. They're they're a garbage can on fire. On to the Eastern Conference. Now, you know, here's also I have a problem with the NBA media. Yeah. We seen the Cavs lose like 2-3 games in somewhat of a relatively short span and haven't heard anything from them. Right. You would think they done dropped to the 5th seed. They are the first seed.
I know, it's crazy, right?
At 24-4, they're still the first seed. They have 2.5 games on the Celtics. But we still hear about the Celtics all the time. Mm-hmm. Why are we not hearing anything about the Cavs nowadays? They guess the NBA media say, oh, y'all lost, who cares? And that's the problem.
I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say because, Knicks, they're starting to get more love. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Boston, you already mentioned the Milwaukee Bucks. They're starting to get a lot more love, but it seems like Cleveland is the odd man out when it comes to the NBA media. Unless you're watching, like, NBA Today. Besides that show, there's no other, like, news outlet out there that's really talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers outside of probably Cleveland. But, yeah, man, the Eastern Conference right now, it's...
You know what's sad? I know because people like to promote stars. You hear more about the Hornets and LaMelo Ball with their 7-21 record than you do about the Cleveland Cavaliers being the best record in the league.
Bro, you know what's crazy is that the Miami Heat are 13-12. They're the 6th seed, and I'm hearing trades for Jimmy Butler. Like, what is going on? Like, this is insane. A 6th seed, and you're hearing trades for Jimmy Butler, like trade rumors.
NBA for you.
I'm so confused. I'm baffled right now. Oh, but you moved on to the East. I was gonna say that in the Western Conference, I think it was 2 days ago, the Portland Trail Blazers faced the Nuggets. And, my man's Anthony Simons cooked Russell Westbrook one-on-one. Now, to be fair, Jokic should have been the outside man. He should have blocked that shot, but he didn't do nothing.
34 blocking it.
I'm just saying, like, they just left Russell Westbrook, 35-year-old Russell Westbrook, on an island by himself, and he got cooked. Easy layup, and that was the game winner right there. But no Jokic.
You're supposed to come over and, like, he literally. I'm not gonna blame Russ too much on that because low key He did what he was supposed to lead him to the help.
Yeah.
And Jokic, the help was not there.
Nope.
So, hey, these playoffs are going to be very interesting. I'll say that. I know it's still December. We got to really see. Oh, my gosh. I was going to say the All-Star break, but what they doing with the All-Star game, I don't even. Oh, my goodness.
Well, they have like 4 teams. Yeah. And I forget the whole, like.
It's like a tournament.
Yeah. I know. Like,
yeah. I know they got to try something, but.
Right.
At the end of the day, the players got to care.
Right. And I said this on the previous video on how to say the NBA. Go check out the video, but not how to say the NBA. It's actually an Adam Silver video, but Adam Silver's thinking about the wrong stuff. The NBA All-Star game is a lost cause. Just like the Pro Bowl. Just like the Pro Bowl in the NFL where players are not going to go all out on it, but guess what? They're still going to get somewhat of ratings. I think last year they got about 6 million. Just put East versus West. Worry about Saturday night. Worry about Friday night. That All-Star game, there's not really much you can really do about that at the end of the day because it all comes down to the players and are they going to compete or not. But Saturday night and Friday night, that's where you should really focus on, in my opinion, because you could actually change some stuff up that'll make the product a lot better. But they're not doing that for whatever reason. Like the skills competition, they don't want to get rid of the skills competition when that's the worst. That's the worst thing on Saturday night. Matter of fact, I think in the entire All-Star Weekend event, the skills competition is irrelevant.
Yeah,
nobody really cares about the skills competition. If you're going to do a skills competition, you know what you should do? A lot of the stuff that these players learned when they were in AAU, when they were in high school. How about do a 3-man weave for a layup? Simple stuff that they're supposed to do in a game. How about you have them do it in the skills competition instead of having this bullshit ass, we're going to shoot these threes, we're going to shoot a half-court shot. Like, what is that going to do? Ain't nobody trying to see all that.
Yeah.
Or bring it back to the original skills competition. Because that was actually kind of fun, but then they changed it for whatever reason. They should just eradicate it altogether. But, thinking about the wrong stuff. That's why they're in this predicament right now where the regular season sucks and the All-Star game sucks. They're not thinking about the
All-Star
right.
Weekend used to be such a big deal.
Yeah. I remember, we may have talked about this earlier, but I remember that at one point when I was a kid, I was thinking, man, I want to cross off my my list
bucket
of
list.
Things that I want to do in my life. Go to the All-Star game.
Mine was on there too. Nowadays, I'm like,
do I really want to go to the All-Star game? Like, am I going to feel like I haven't completed my life not going to the All-Star game? Not really. I can do without it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All right. I think that'll do it for the NBA.
Just let me be me.